Good morning, I'm Giuliano Martello, and today our Tech Talk reporters will be investigating how one innovative high school in the Sierra Nevada town of Colfax is helping students amplify their education. This Tech Talk With me today, as always, is Kayla Arashi, helping bring you the best stories of innovation from around the world. Today, we are going to Colfax High School, where students are getting amped.
Yeah, they're literally developing personal amplifiers from concept to market by employing the design thinking model taught to all students in their STEM program. We have a series of stories today to show you just how they do it and what they're learning. Mary Erickson brings us our first story from the Colfax High School campus.
My name is Mary Erickson, and here we are in the fabrication lab at Colfax High School, where we hear all about CAD and board drafting. Let's go.
Board drafting is creating a 3D model on paper.
Board drafting is the start to the design process for their end project, the sound tube. They get to start drawing shapes from different angles and perspectives on paper.
I think we had to learn it because we were assigned to create 3 sets of 3D models on paper and 3 sets of 3D models on CAD.
To get the 3D model of the sound tube on the computer, students used Autodesk Inventor. Using CAD, students created a more detailed picture of their final sound tube.
The purpose of CAD is to create a 3D digital model of our sound tube so we can already get a look at it before we actually make it.
This is Mary Erickson reporting for Tech Talk from Colfax High School.
From a blank piece of paper to a scaled 3D model and all that before they ever touch any materials, zero waste, and a solid plan. You have my attention, Colfax. Where do we go from here?
Although students are building individual amps, there's a great deal of teamwork and tools that support their efforts in the process. Reporter Emily Matthew has this story on how these designers employ the Google Apps suite to document their work along the way.
Hello, my name is Emily Matthew and I'm outside Mr. Wolf's Tech Essentials class. Let's go in and see what these freshmen are doing with their Google Apps.
Those freshmen use tools like Google Apps to create, organize, and show off their work.
Google Apps is a program that helps us sort all of our work and has different little sections for it. Google Apps and Tech Essentials by using our slides and our portfolios. So we use sites for our portfolios, and then we use docs for anything that we need to write up. Our portfolio is basically putting all the work that we did from this whole term and just putting it in one big profile.
As you can see, students use Google Apps in their everyday life from class to class. Google Apps serve several purposes in these students' lives.
The challenging part of Google Apps was maybe figuring out where everything is and trying to, get that all in my head. Google Apps is really easy to use. I thought it was going to be a lot harder, but going in, seeing everything's right there and it's just there for you. Google Apps helped me put all of my work onto one whole big file, so it was all organized and all neat.
Hello, my name is Emily Matthew reporting from Colfax High School.
Welcome back, I'm Ryan Watts here with Sarah Downey. Clearly, Google is far more than just a search engine and email provider for these students. It seems like there has been a lot of design work done so far, Sarah, but when are they going to get their hands dirty and build?
That's a fair question, but they're not going to rush into building until they're ready. Plastic molding, wood cutting, and circuit board soldering requires a good plan before jumping in. Reporter Sam Baldoni dug into just what it takes to make these amps come to life.
School students in the fabrication unit of this process turn this into this. Behind me are all the sound tubes that every student has to complete to pass Tech Essentials. It shows all their hard work, and we all have our own individualized skins. All the tools a student can need for this project can be found in the tool room inside the shop. Each student starts cutting out their own sound tube body. Next, they make their sound caps. Ian Mark will explain.
So basically we get a sheet of plastic and then we put it over kind of like a heater kind of thing, and it melts it. Then we flip it over onto a vacuum, and we have like these little biscuits that shape the caps, and we flip the plastic pad when it's hot enough over onto those caps, and we use a vacuum to shape the caps out.
After woodworking, solder is the essential process. Soldering is a process of melting down solder and using the liquid metal to mend the wires to the circuit board.
Learn how to use the solder responsibly, because if you solder too much, you could possibly like ruin your sound tube, not your sound tube, your electronics to your sound tube. So you could accidentally over solder and have your speakers not work, or have certain parts of the electronics not work at all.
I'm Sam Baldoni, and I'm signing off for Tech Talk.
Clearly, there is no sitting around waiting for learning to happen for these students. It's hard to believe that this is all done in one term and in the freshman year nonetheless. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, reporter Cole McMillan will take a look at how the designers learn how to brand themselves through graphic design and get ready to join a team of fellow designers to share their work with the world.
Amp Up Expo, a show featuring student work from Tech Essentials, art, photo, Colfax Technology, and Colfax Engineering, and guest speaker, Doctor of Education, Stephen Coyle. December 11th, registration is 8 o'clock a.m. to 8:30 a.m. in the Pucci Pavilion.
I'm looking forward to presenting my amps and my team's amps to everybody. I'm pretty proud of my amp skin because I took way too long on it.
I would say the biggest thing I'm looking forward to is seeing the different ways that students display their work and the different approaches that students have taken with their projects. I'm super excited to see my ceramic students and what they have to offer. It's usually a really awesome display of student skills. So, I'm always proud to see where students have gone since their freshman year. I'm super excited to see the freshmen and what they've done, but as far as a ceramic student, the ceramic students that will be displaying their work this year, I've known them since they were freshmen, and I've been able to see them grow and see where they've taken their artwork. So I'm excited about that, and I'm really proud of what they've done.
I'm just really excited to see all the student projects and see all of the visitors come and visit our cool school. Some of the student projects are really cool. I guess I'm really proud of what all the students have done.
Come to the expo and see the work. Be part of developing the future innovators, business leaders, artists, media professionals, and technicians of our nation. December 11th at 8 o'clock a.m.
Welcome back to Tech Talk. In our last segment, we saw just how our designers built their amps, but the design process does not stop there.
These students are made aware that there are a ton of great ideas that never see the light of day because the people that come up with those ideas do not know how to communicate their idea or sell their product. Cole McMillan takes a look at how each designer brands him or herself and how they prepare as small companies to share their products with a live audience at their annual Amp Up Expo.
Hello, I'm Cole McMillan reporting for Tech Talk, where students learn how to create personal logos for themselves, but also turn this into reality.
So when doing graphic design, they needed to learn how to use Illustrator, but also how to shape different shapes and learn how to diversify their amp skin to make it their own unique style.
An amp skin is basically a sticker that wraps around your sound tube, which plays music, and your logo is on it, and it really just represents you.
They had to master how to use Adobe Illustrator to create a personal logo, but also a unique amp skin that describes them personally.
The process we went through to create our personal logo was, first of all, we used the program Adobe Photoshop, and we really had to use the tools and learn the tools at first. It was really difficult, but we really had to use the tools, learn them, and learn how to basically make a logo through that program.
Well, looks like Giuliano showed us that making a logo, amp skin, and learning how to use Adobe Illustrator might not be as easy as we thought. This has been Cole reporting for Tech Talk.
That looks great. I'm so excited for the Amp Up Expo. How about you, Ryan?
Me too, I cannot wait. I'm Ryan Watts, and she's Sarah Downey, and that's Tech Talk.